Alrighty traders, welcome to alt season, and my name is Gary Fickard. We're going to go take a look at some cryptos that are moving the markets and what opportunities are giving us the best opportunity based on, of course, the way it's set up in the last 7 days, what it's doing in the last 24 hours, and how the charts are actually setting up. Because that's going to be important to be able to identify whether the opportunity is good for us now to start looking to invest into these altcoins. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the charts, take a look at the details. I'm going to bring Cameron in as well into the conversation. And we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what opportunities are available right now. So with that being said, welcome to the alt season. We'll see you right after this. Alrighty, traders, welcome back to the alt season, and we got a little bit of a technical glitch. This is why we started off a little bit late, but we're ready to rock and roll. We're going to go ahead and talk about altcoins and what's setting up right here. Now, before I bring Cameron in to be able to go ahead and identify what altcoins are available to take a look at, let's take a quick look at the actual market setups, and let's look at the way the charts are set up based on altcoins. Now, this is looking at the chart, and it is excluding Ethereum and Bitcoin. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up right now. And as I go ahead and pull that up, let's go take a look and see what is going on here with the, this is going to be called, I'm going to go ahead and grab total 3 right here, chart total 3. And as I look at this total 3 chart right here, this is what you need to go ahead and pay attention to. When we went ahead and drew up the technical analysis a while back, we noticed that the market was moving in this wave 1, 2, 3. This was 4, and 5 was here at the top. So we did expect the alts to actually go ahead and sell off because it was at the top right here. We're expecting some bearish movement in the alts. Let me go ahead and do some housekeeping here. All right, so you can just see what's going on here. Okay, so this is it. When we started seeing the dip in the altcoins, we started saying that when altcoins start coming back down to this level right here, we want to go ahead and start looking to buy back in again. And so we're at that support. And this is the reason why we believe that the altcoins are going to start following suit. Because at the moment right now, as we pay attention to the details, we're noticing that the market's creating this great opportunity for us to go ahead and take a look at these altcoin moves. And if the market's going to move on these altcoins, then we need to go to the individual charts on these altcoins and see how they're setting up. So let me go ahead and bring Cameron back in here, because what I want to do is I want to speak to Cameron about, Cameron, what is the best opportunity right now that you've seen right now that we need to go ahead and pay attention to based on altcoin season? So go ahead and let me know, what do you have here for us?
All right, well, how's everyone doing? If you guys want to check out these coins, we're going to go to CoinMarketCap. So what I do is I go to CoinMarketCap, and then we're going to go check the coins that the last 7 days. As you can see, there has been a big dip going on in the coins the last few days, and we're starting to recover in the last 24 hours. So we're just going to see which one had the most dip the last 7 days, and we're going to check out the top 50 rankings coins. So if I scroll down here, let's see
So
what we
that's
can
interesting, Cameron. Sorry to jump in there, but that's interesting. So you're saying, so just like we saw on the chart, right, with the total 3, we saw the total 3 chart that excludes Bitcoin and Ethereum. And we're expected, and again, this is technical analysis, right, Cam? And so we'd expected the market to sell off on altcoins over that last period, which showed it on the chart. And now we're at a point, and so that traders understand, we've seen the sell off. And so now what we're looking for is the buying opportunity. We're trying to pick the bottom and start looking at where we're going to start getting in. And so we're looking for the best opportunity, which means that what Cameron just mentioned right now is he's looking at the last 7 days. And in the last 7 days, he's looking at the most bearish move, or the most loss that we've had on some of these altcoins. and then looking to see if it's turned around to the upside. And that's what you're looking at the 7 days, right? The 7 days gives us the sell-off, but then the last 24 hours, Cameron, you're looking for what's given us the positive move in the last 24 hours. And that gives us an indication that we're going to turn around, right?
Yes, yes. In the last
Okay,
7 days, it's been a huge sell-off.
okay,
And we're just now looking to see a nice recovery in the coin. So there's a big opportunities out there. And here's one we can start off with is Filecoin. It's in the top 50 rankings. It's 35, and you can see it's been down 27% the last 7 days, and we're up now 3% in the last 24 hours. So, Pops, if you want to go ahead and check and look at this coin with a technical perspective. um,
okay. That sounds good. So
yeah,
let me go ahead and pull up. My chart right here, and let's pull up. Let's see here what we have here. So this is Filecoin right here. So let me go ahead and clean up everything we have here on this chart, and let's start off from scratch here. So if I look over here, we did have this big rally, and then this big sell-off here. So let's go ahead and mark that off first. This is the big sell-off that we have. So we're definitely not on the right side of the trend line, right? So it's still fairly risky, but the lower the market is, the better. Because we're using a cost averaging trading approach, it makes this a lot more interesting for us to go ahead and trade. And so what we can do here is we can go ahead and do something like this, where we look for price to break above, and then we look for a dip and then a rally. Then once we get in here, at least we know that the market's on its way up. Now, Cameron, you mentioned that this particular coin has already moved a certain amount percent for the day. What is that amount? Did you say?
3.17, so about 3%.
Okay, so 3%. Okay, so 3%. All right. So if we go back here to the chart and we look for that 3% move, okay, this is that 3% move right here in the last 7 days. Now, at least in the last 24 hours. Now, check this out. If you look at divergence, notice that we've seen since the market over here, since here, we've been in an oversold condition. We had this last final dip right here that's given us another valley, you can call it right here on the oscillator. Now, as we're starting to move up, notice that the markets, the oscillator is actually indicating that price should be heading north. Now, unless price takes out the low, that'll create that positive bullish divergence. But if it doesn't, the momentum is already indicating that we should be seeing some upside move. So this one looks good, Cameron. The Filecoin looks good from a buying at a low price right here. Because if you look at the high, we got a 120. You're buying at 39. So the upside potential on this, just to the high, is about 206% on that alone. So we could see a price increase of 206% on Filecoin. So that is a pretty good solid find right there. What else you got for me, Cam?
All right, so yeah, like I said, we're looking at the top 50s. So as you can see right here, ICP is actually another coin I've been in the last few months. I've been buying and selling this coin. It's ranked 33, and we are down 27% the last 7 days, but we are up now 2%, 2.5% up for the 24 hours, last 24 hours. So
Okay.
this is another coin we can check out and analyze and see how
So,
this looks.
so you said it's 2% up on the day, and how much down on the week again?
27.
You know, that's big. That means we're at the now. Again, we'll have to look at the technicals, and we'll have to see exactly how much the market's indicating to move up. Because if I go back to my chart here on Filecoin, keep in mind that I'm looking at a 4-hour time frame. If I go to the 15-minute time frame, and I'm looking for bullish opportunities on the 15, this is what Filecoin's telling me right here. Filecoin's saying to me that we have a wave 1, we have a wave 2 right here. This is wave 3 up here. So this is wave 1. Actually, in fact, it came short of that. So I'm going to use this as a wave 1. And then this one right here is going to be my wave 3. So let me bring that down so we can see exactly where that's at. And pull that all the way up here. So now we're looking at this saying This is a large wave 1, large wave 2. Then we have an inside wave 1, right? There's a wave 2 right here. Wave 3 up here. And now this is a wave 4. So we're inside a range, and it's staying above that particular wave 1 right here. So we're in a range. So this does tell us that we've got some good potential upside move on Filecoin. And so that's why this is starting to show on the lower time frame, starting to show that we started to see a little bit of trend movement that's taking place on this. And if we start to see a little bit of a trend move on this, that means that a little bit of trend move is an indication that the market wants to start bottoming out. And so that's what gives us a good sign on Filecoin. Now, Cameron, what is that other coin that you mentioned that you looked at now?
This one, ICP?
Is it ICP that's only moved
Yeah.
2% up, right? Okay.
Yes, ICP, yes.
All right. So let's go to ICP right here. Let's take a look at ICP on a chart. And ICP is, I had it. Oh, there it is. I just saw it a minute there. All right. So this is what the 15 looks like, but I'm going to go back to the 4 hour. Take a look at the 4 hour right here. So on the 4 hour, just like all the cryptos that we've seen so far, has been in a sell-off. And again, as you remember, we looked at the total 3 chart. Total 3 chart, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, indicated that altcoins are going to sell off. But every time we see a sell-off, it's another opportunity for the market to go ahead and rally again. And so as we go to ICP on a 4 hour time frame does show that we are bearish. All right. We haven't taken off yet. So this is where we're going to start becoming conservatively bullish. That means we're going to start leveling in here with signs of bullish signals, because we're definitely in a zone where we should anticipate bullish movement. All right. And if we are in a zone to anticipate bullish movement, then we need to get ready for the upside move and slowly start investing into this. Now, I'm not saying go ahead and load the bus. I'm just saying let's just get a piece of the pie, right? Let's get a piece of that move and start putting in some buys right now. Now, let's go take a look at the 15. As I go to the 15, this is where we're going to start seeing the early turnaround. Because remember, in order to see the market reverse, what do we need to see? We need to see the 15-minute start reversing. We need to see the 1 hour starting to reverse. Then the 4 hour starting to reverse. And eventually we'll start seeing the daily and the weekly and so forth. But everything starts off at the lower time frames. When you're looking for early reversal in the market, it's always going to start off with the lower time frames and then build up to the higher time frames. So if you see a 4 hour that's bearish, it doesn't necessarily mean that the 15-minute time frame would be bearish, because the 15-minute time frame needs to reverse first before the 4 hour even gets to that point. All right. So keep that in mind. So as we go ahead and take a look over here on the chart, and we look at what we've got set up right here, then I'm going to go ahead and say this, that if we're looking for the 15-minute time frame to go ahead and be bullish on us, then what we want to do is we want to make sure that we have a good setup here. And let me go ahead and pull this one up here, 15 minutes. I'm going to drag this across. And I'm going to go ahead and do this on a 15-minute. Here is the low to the high. Sorry, let me just do that again. So we had the low to the high right here, giving us our first swing going up, right? Then we had the 1.618 hit there, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that up right here. All right. So now with the CPI, with the ICP, we came all the way to the 127. That excites me. When we hit that 1.27 right here, it indicates that price is going to take out the fourth wave. Here is the fourth wave right here, and we've already taken that out. So this is giving me an indication that we're now in a larger swing. And so if I go ahead and look at the larger swing, it's going to look something like that. So my next target for ICP is going to be up here at this target, and that priced at 34. So in the short term, I should be looking for about a 13% rally in price based on the setup right here. Remember, this is a 15-minute time frame. Let me go ahead and scale it to the 1 hour. That's what the 1 hour looks like right here. So despite of this big bearish move that we had right here, we started to see a little bit of hint that price is going to start moving. And remember, this is where the highs were at over here. On this particular one right here, we had the highs all the way up here at 86. So if you're going to hang on to this, and it's going to be alt season through December and January, then we're going to see markets rattling up all the way to the new highs, and that means that we could start seeing this particular altcoin moving up about 188%. Listen here, we've just looked at the previous altcoin, and that told us that we could see, and that was what is the one that we saw just before, Cam?
Filecoin.
Filecoin, right? Yeah. So Filecoin offered about a 206% towards the new highs. Now we've got CPI offering another 188% to the new highs. So both Filecoin and ICP are giving us the same indication. All right, let's go take a look right here. So we're definitely this is definitely a good starting point to start getting invested into any sort of altcoins if you haven't already. What else you got for me, buddy?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at a coin right here. I know I didn't mention this coin to you earlier, but I'm just interested to look at this coin because I'm already buying an AVAX. It's ranked at number 12, and it's only up about 1.5% in the last 24 hours, but we were down 22% in the last 7 days. And like I said, I'm already in this coin, so I would like for you to take a look at this AVAX coin for me. If
Okay,
everyone's watching.
Avalanche, right? So
Yes, Avalanche.
yeah, so we're going to take a look at Avalanche. I like Avalanche because I did put money in Avalanche, but if it's down that much, man, I tell you something, this might be a really good coin to get back in on. Avalanche. What is the Avalanche? There it is. There, got it. All right. So this is what Avalanche looks like right here from the chart side. And if I look over here, and I'm looking at, let's see, the setup right here. Let's pull it over here. Okay, so we have, and this is the 1 hour. Let me pull up the 4 hour right here. And I think I'm going to do some housekeeping here as well, because I've got levels here that are marked off that I don't really need to pay attention to anymore. And I'm going to clear up the charts here. Let's do some good solid housekeeping here. Okay, this trend line doesn't matter anymore as well. Let's kill that trend line too. All right, so on Avalanche, on the 4 hour time frame, we saw this big rally creating a third wave right here. Oh, Cameron, this is actually awesome, dude. Because check this out. We've got another swing going all the way up here to the top. Now, anytime the market blows through the 1.618 extension of the previous swing, it normally comes back to retest as a support level. And so we're right at that support level right here. Looks like we've got a bit of divergence taking place over there. All right. And so this means that if we are seeing price starting to turn, oh, and by the way, take a look right here. A, B, C. It's even a zigzag pattern right here. So Avalanche, I think Avalanche is probably sitting out of all the other cryptos, is sitting out the best from a technical perspective. Okay. And so if we look at Avalanche right here and we see Avalanche upside potential, we could go all the way up here to about 177 from 93. And so that gives us a price increase of around about 80, or let's call it 90%. Now, you might be thinking, well, Big Dog, hang on. The previous setups showed us that we had a 206% upside move, and the other one showed us about 190% upside move. The deal is this. If we get a strong altcoin move over the next, and we had a very strong move right here. If we get a very strong move on altcoins, it could take us all the way up to the 1.618, which means that we've got another inside wave extension, all right? And so if that's the case, we could go all the way up here to the 1.618, which means this. It means price is going to go about 134% up, but that's not going to be where it's going to end. Because if we get to that level, which is at 216, then this is what's going to happen. The price action is going to do something like this. We're going to get this rally, and again, if it blows through this level right here, it's going to go to the 1.618. Then we're going to see a short dip and another final rally right here. So which means that we could probably get up to about 280 on this based on this price action move. I like Avalanche. I like what's the project behind Avalanche. So I like everything about Avalanche, and so I'm going to be definitely a buyer in Avalanche. And I know that I'm already invested in. Cameron, I know you invested in this, so we're probably going to go ahead and put a lot more into this and figure out what the opportunity is. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. What else you got for us?
All right, we can take a look at a couple more here. Here's another one that I am holding. I've been holding on is Shiba Inu. Uh, this one's ranked 13, and it is about 4% up for the day, and 20% the last 7 days. It's been down 20% the last 7 days. So this is another coin that that's very interesting. I'd like to look at.
Okay. All right. Shiba Inu, man.
Yeah.
That coin right here, I think it's in the most perfect place to start buying in. Take a look right here on Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu has gone ahead and actually moved back to the wave one support right here. It's past resistance now becomes support. So it had this big rally, then it had a dip, then it had a huge rally to the upside, got to a high of around about 8,850, and now it's dropped back down to retest that wave one. So it's hovering right here. That is a very key level that I believe that the market's going to go ahead and start breaking very, very soon. Now, I'm going to go ahead and mark. Oh, hang on. I want to put that back again. Let's put that back. So this level is the 1.61 of the previous. As I mentioned previously, that we normally see price come back to retest that level. And when it tests that level, we look for it to not only to test that level, but to stay above that level. And so what happens is when the market comes to that level and we find a support at that level, but it goes through that, it normally will come back to retest it, just like you've seen right here, retest it, and then drop down a little further, which it did right here. But this now becomes the next opportunity to start buying. So although we traded at 3,730 and it's dropped back quite a bit, I see Shiba Inu also being a high opportunity, a huge opportunity upside. Now I am some might say over leveraged on the Shiba Inu, but I am in on Shibu and I am excited about this because what am I expecting? Expecting it to rally to 10,500. So the structure is still holding pretty solid right here. And we're looking for an upside move on Shiba that's going to give us about 187 pip move. 187 pip. And if it does, very similar to what I'm expecting on Avalanche, and then it blows through the 1.27 and gets to the 1.618 because of a strong alt season move, then we could see it potentially going up all the way to this level right here at 13,049, and that will give us then a upside potential of about 249%. 249%. Now, I know you're probably saying that Big Dog, where are those big jumps? Where are those big altcoin jumps that we can get into? Where is those big pump coins that we can go ahead and get in? Cameron's going to talk about Gala on Thursday. We're going to go into a lot more detail about Gala. And we're going to go ahead and talk about the gaming industry, right, Cameron? This is what we're talking about, right? The gaming industry in Gala.
Yes, that's what I actually got here. I see the best for last is Gala right here. I wanted you to look at, and definitely this Thursday I'll definitely be tuned in because I will dive in and go a little more deep and in depth about the Gala coins because as you guys know, I'm very intrigued with the gaming coins and with the cryptos, and Gala is something that I'm going to talk about on Thursday and give you a background of all the coins that relate to Gala.
Okay. And we're going to have conversations about NFTs. I know there's a lot of conversation around NFTs. I experience in NFTs is that you really got to be smart about what you do because of gas fees. You got to make sure that firstly, number one, I made a big error last week when I was going to go ahead and transfer money from my Coinbase into Meta wallet. Meta
MetaMask.
MetaMask. So when I transferred from my Coinbase to MetaMask, I end up sending Shiba Inu instead of sending ETH, and I've totally lost that money. So there is things that you need to watch out for if you're new to cryptos and new to transferring from one wallet to another wallet. Just know this, that you got to transfer, and I knew that. Just at the time I was so distracted, I went ahead and transferred the money, and you have to transfer from whatever that wallet is, in whatever that crypto wallet is based on. So if it's a Ethereum wallet, you cannot transfer Shiba, because it's going to be lost, okay, and no one can retrieve it. All right. The only way I can get the money back, which I found out, is that if MetaMask actually goes ahead and creates a blockchain or a network that can take Shiba, then it will suddenly appear up there. But if they don't support Shiba, then it will not be found, and it's just completely gone. No one can retrieve it from me. So just keep in mind that there is a certain risk that you need to know about. So be very careful. Anytime you do transfer that, do a little bit at a time, just to check to make sure that the transfer is going through the right way and everything's worked out right. And then go ahead and do the balance transferred over to as well. So Cameron, you're going to talk about Gala. In Gala, are we going to talk NFTs as well in the conversation on Thursday?
Yeah. If people want to hear about NFTs, there's a lot of things to talk about NFTs, especially in Gala.
Okay. All right, good. All right, well, fantastic. Well, then we'll go ahead and do that. So this is how we're going to wrap up to today's session. We're going to wrap it up with the conversation around what am I doing here? Am I seeing here? Oh, I've got a couple of setups here. Where's our? Oh, there it is. I was wondering where our. So we're going to go ahead and cover the conversation around our Gala, and specifically also around some things that you need to know about Gala, but also, of course, what the opportunity presents itself. We'll throw in a bit of NFT chats as well and talk about NFTs. But to make sure you guys tune in on our session on Thursday as we go into a couple of opportunities. So this week, opportunities so far today that we've picked up right now that's really hot right now: Filecoin, Avalanche, Shiba's in great position as well. We spoke about Cameron, help me out here. What else did we speak about?
ICP,
ACP.
ICP.
Sorry, ICP, ICP, which is Internet Computer. So ICP, we've got ICP, so Avalanche, ICP, Shiba,
Altcoin.
Filecoin, absolutely. And I mean, there's just a bunch of opportunities right there. In fact, we didn't even cover that, but even Cardano is also setting up for a great opportunity as well. So check that out. Not giving us the highest probability compared to the other old coins, but it's certainly given us an opportunity to be able to look at if some traders want to go ahead and reinvest back in Cardano as well. So great opportunities, traders. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate everyone being here. Do us a huge favor. Go ahead and smash the like button. Go ahead and smash the like button on this video. Share the video, but also go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Our channel is growing tremendously. We're getting a lot of good feedback from a lot of people. And we're going to continue to do these videos to update you and keep you guys in the loop as to what's going on as we go ahead and look for new opportunities to invest our money in. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the Thursday session. Cameron, thank you very much. We'll see you next time, buddy.
All right.
All right.